Shall we please all rise for the national anthem? We'll change the last stanza, which is the national prayers together. We have that on the screens, please. Oh God, please be seated. Distinguished senators and honorable members of the National Assembly, today led by Honorable Dr. Adedayo Adeshola, Your Excellencies all, thank you, can we please be seated? Can I have your attention, all of us, please? I know it's an exciting day. Go on with the protocols. Your Excellencies here represented, all governors here, recognize all our members from the state, from the local government, honorable ministers. Today we have with us the coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Mohammed Adifati, in the House. We also have with us, very importantly, the Honorable Minister, Budget and National Planning, His Excellency Senator Abubakar Atiku Bagudu. The honorable members of the Association of Local Government here present, Association of Local Government here present, our religious fathers, members of the Nigerian Vibrant, all the spirit of renewal of our collective home, with the theme, all is not good enough. Can I hear it loud and clear? All hands, one mission. Review how far we have come in improving service delivery of our health system, celebrate progress, and to identify gaps in stakeholders from across the world, and indeed within civil society, the academia, private sector, and of course the media, all united by an efficient health system that leaves no one behind, granting the right to good health and life to us dialogues. May God continue to strengthen
Nigeria has made incremental progress in some key health outcomes, such as child mortality rates, which are gradually declining. Accountability, with over 60% on health resolutions being implemented and reviews. Yet, we must acknowledge that our overall to do with health and well-being remains a bit off track. Service coverage is low. The unveiling of Citizens' Voices Survey. This was done to give Nigerians the opportunity to speak directly to the strengths and gaps of the health system, and education. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, sustainable development goals, and one should remain clear are the compass by which we navigate. They are essential for tracking our progress, of quality healthcare services. This will therefore reduce duplication and analyzing our shortcomings. As we review our progress and set our priorities for the upcoming year, our renewed commitment to improving the well-being of every Nigerian, to recognize the invaluable contribution of our partners, agencies, service providers, the private sector, and the members of the media. In conclusion, as we commence this review, I encourage, let us continue to strive for a health sector that is resilient of health, holding in Calabar from the 17th of health, holding in Calabar from the 17th
country. And because diseases don't have borders, we'd like to call on our royal fathers who are ably represented here. Please welcome with me His Royal Highness Alhaji Dr. Yahya Halilu.
The joint annual review is joint annual review is and strengthen our shared commitment to health and strengthen our shared commitment to health and nutrition. Health is the foundation. Health is the foundation of community. Healthy citizens produce making of community. Healthy citizens produce families, strong economies, and job opportunities. Institute of the right people and job opportunities. Institute of the right people dividends. Career institution or rulers remain close to the people. Career institution or rulers remain close to the people. We have had, we've seen the impact of art in community involvement. We've seen the impact of art in community involvement, as far as civilization, all that. We see more. Now, I commend Honorable Minister. I commend Honorable Minister. And the leadership of National Government and the leadership of National Government where his agencies and partner, where his agencies and partners. The agency because we know what that means. Making us really pay attention to the concept. One more, I want to just and I'm going to have a specialization. Okay, then we go to the academics. But then come to the health. The second edition of joint annual review, the fruitful deliberations,
Thank you very much. Call on the Christian Association.
Good day, everyone. Greetings from the General Secretary and the possible representing the I stand on here to read his address. This could be representation of Nigeria to the Honorable Minister of Health, the Permanent Secretary, Director, so
evaluate progress, share lessons, and agree on priorities for Nigeria. The commitment of convenience enables spirit of collaboration and accountability for national development. As to review policies within the health sector, can encourages you to remain and people-centered approach care delivery. Our nation continues to face a well-being of millions. Yet, overcome these hurdles and build a healthier future for our people. And where progress is measured transparently, the openness of this process, the church remains a long-standing partner in health service delivery and awareness programs. We reaffirm distance, especially among vulnerable and honest employees in operation as we collectively work toward. Thank you all, and the Lord bless you.
It's an inclusive arrangement at today's event, and that has been the mantra of these health administrators in the country, bringing everyone on the table. To have the floor, Dr. Mohammed Neki, encourage him as we welcome him. Welcome to the microphone.
Reform Coalition is happy to join in welcoming all of us, officials who are joining. Sustained collaboration and hard work that has brought us to the head budget as much as $200 million US. But just that these solutions take time to materialize, and meanwhile, organization to get the Federal Ministry of Finance, thank you, Honorable Minister, to the health sector as appropriated. We must not be of releases and utilization. There's steady progress being made with transparent fund flow within the basic care provision fund arrangement. We have an anchor for ongoing reform across all levels of government, but this is not enough. The health sector needs incredible improvement in health outcome for all Nigerians, especially women, children, and the poor. We are here in health sector basic strategic blueprints. As CSO, the strategic blueprints. As CSO, based decision making. A SWOT platform provides a unique opportunity to sit around the same table to review our progress and agree on practical steps to move forward together. I would like to especially thank the Honorable colleague for the implementation of the national health priorities. Has sent a clear signal that the private sector is not an afterthought, but an integral element. The Federal Ministry of Health and Social Welfare, the state value chain, pivot to manufacturing and better align health investments supporting the National Health Insurance Authority to define strategies from the private sector and to determine how best to improve quality of healthcare
Healthcare Federation of Nigeria was included in the committee that works which is now progressing through the legislative framework to ensure across the nation actually takes place. We are further supporting public-private activities with government and the community for the inclusion of private and remains a critical pillar of primary, secondary, and tertiary care, as well as in diagnostics, pharmaceutical, health insurance,
lafiya ta ƙasa take yi a ƙarshen kowace shekara. So shi ne dalilin wannan taron. Wannan shi ne haɗakar ƙungiyar al'umma ta kan yadda suke kallon abubuwan da gwamnati ko ayyukan da gwamnati ta aikatar da kuma abubuwan da aka yi wanda suka yaba, musamman ya shafi kowa da kowa kamar da ka sani abin da suke cewa ba ruwanta da boda, ko ina za ta iya shiga babu inda ta bari. Wannan shi ne dalilin da sanya gwamnati da kuma abubuwan da za su abin nan. Yanzu a ƙarshe ga shi nan yana ƙara yabawa shugaban babban minista na.
Thank you very much. As we move on, all hands, one justice next. Please welcome my sister.
And I will read this goodwill message on behalf of the development partners, the social welfare, Dr. Olawale Edu, the Honorable Minister of Budget, Salako, Honorable Minister of State for Health and Social Welfare, the special Miss Daju Katulon, MS. In case I leave anyone out, I have to say also on behalf of the ladies, thank you very much. Thank you very much. On our behalf, I extend a warm congratulations to the Federal Ministry of Health and Social Welfare in Nigeria's health sector reform agenda. The strides made under the health sector renewal compact agenda, which is country leadership, inclusive partnerships, mutual accountability, for the updated compact agenda, which broadens stakeholders' engagement and reinforces results and strengthening accountability for citizens' voices and state-level performance. We also pledge to commit towards the support of subnational engagement, all of those who have made this work, to convene this into for learning and collective action.
Not just on paper, but a living thing. Bank is very much aligned with this goal and with the universal health coverage compact. 9 billion people to be reached by health services. Countries that have achieved success on this have taken a multi-sectoral approach, including health services mentioned by almost all the speakers that have come. Going macroeconomic and fiscal reforms, Nigeria has, this will come from prioritizing these expenditure
place health as central requires a holistic. We must therefore mandate cross-sectional collaboration. All agents are not so many, just to mention. As the joint annual review is our moment to renew social compact, as has been said earlier. Let this week we define people who chaired and co-chaired the Presidential Advisory Committee. Eight pillars to President Bola Tinubu, and I believe that we can achieve within the next few months. I want to say a very big thank you for initiating the PIVA, Dr. Mukhtar. You've seen the great efforts that we are doing. It is indeed remarkable. That is the future of for the new Nigeria, the new future of Nigeria. Thank you so much. And
reflection, and of course, giving us some of the challenges and of course successes that have been achieved. From the legislation, very important. The National Assembly, they do all the legislative network, that is important. And in the last 48 hours, important arm of governance is the Honorable Dr. Adeshola. I did that way. He's a medical doctor himself, and I remember him as an activist in those days. We listen to.
My name is Dr. Adeshola Adedaya. I represent the good people of Apapa Federal Constituency. I am standing in for Senator Dr. Banigo, who is unavoidably absent. Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Wale Edun, my leader from Lagos, His Excellency Senator Bagudu, Minister of State for Health, Dr. Salako, Permanent Secretary that are here, distinguished colleagues from the National Assembly, departments and agencies in the Ministry of Health, development partners. Good morning. It is truly an honor to Nigeria's ongoing health sector reform journey. Over the past year, health agenda of His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, health system, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, health system that delivers better health, and on the part of the legislature, we have just concluded infrastructure for universal health coverage. This event, as well as the health commissioners, health committees, clerks, and it reinforced one message above all others, that the legislator is not only a lobby sustainability and transformation in Nigeria's healthcare. Digital health for a future coverage. Each pointing to where legislative action must be focused. Fiscal space for health and sustaining partner health facilities still operate without stable electricity conditions, strengthening our vast care and the functionality of digital systems driver in Nigeria health sector reform journey. As chairman of the Senate Committee on Health, Secondary and Tertiary, beyond advocacy, we have chosen to demonstrate commitment through action. On the prayer for the first time in the Yellow Chamber on the 9th of July, the distinguished colleagues unanimously, with one voice, supported this for this cause. With rising service demand, the percent allocation has simply become inadequate. We ensure the appropriation coverage for the vulnerable groups through the National Health Insurance Average Tax and other health taxes. The amendment of the National Health Act 2022 strengthen the health workforce and guarantee steady supply of essential, most importantly, ensure especially women, children, and those in care without financial hardship. I use the Joint Annual Review 2025 Forum and all other stakeholders for this amendment. Demonstrated unprecedented commitment and affection to complement this vision, because when health finances is secure, every other 25 not only review the past, but also affirm our collective resolve. Data does not save lives, decisions based on data do. Policies do not heal.
This address deserves a very loud round of applause as we look forward to all the promises that God will, implementation does, and reports to commitments does. Another round of applause. National Assembly, on behalf of all of us, Your Excellencies, all very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, State for Health and Social Welfare, Dr. Ishaq Salako, to please give his remarks.
Thank you very much, our ageless Auntie Muji Alia, as a leader of Lagos State. So you can see that the Minister of National Planning, Mr. President of Health, and secretaries, the National Assembly, please. The National Assembly, please. Assignment as Minister of State for Health. And I just came, all the people who spoke without any exception, all the people who spoke without any exception, I feel extremely proud that this event is particularly consequential as it offers for a covenant of this administration with Nigerians, a commitment to guarantee with Nigerians, a commitment to guarantee and safeguard the health of the people in the health sector strategic footprint, in order to address the infrastructural deficit, financing gaps, fragmentation that cut across policy frameworks, collaborative approach, strong implementation on the compact signed with the subnational government and partners, and using the sector-wide approach. The theme of this year's JAR, all hands in Nigeria health sector to light, is an unwavering prompt for us to do more. In our shared vision, health value chain, and boost the operationalization of health value chain, and boost the operationalization of our blueprints to achieve a significant reversal tourism with the potential to domestically retain on medical tourism. We foresee tourism. We foresee a massive social return in life saving. A massive social return in life saving expectancy gap between states. The earliest RWI implementation at the last count under the roadmap. We have put in place not less than 21 new strategic policies to drive our national agenda is progressing, and the health research ecosystem is better organized, to the 15% Abuja declaration. We have made some progress in the last 2 years, even as we continue to explore additional committees in the National Assembly to increase to 2% of consolidated revenue. There has also been, and we are evolving mechanism to retain better through the National Digital Health Initiative. Our national digital health architecture is connecting thousands of health in the long run. We see trust restored in the government's ability. As we give accounts of stewardship at this jar event for CPL requires of counterparts from you. Our need more robust implementation, and we need more political capital resources allocation. Also call on our development partners strategic support that help us to leverage, not substitute domestic resources. I urge you to continue. We cannot. To continue advocating for better health-seeking behavior, championing help to harmful practices. The Renewable Hope agenda is ambitious because the just challenges are enormous. It's healthy and prosperous Nigeria, and charts the path forward with 30. And so, with peace and plenty, Nigeria shall succeed.
Well, we're lucky today that we have those ministries that are very germane. Please welcome with me His Excellency. The former governor of Kebbi State. I want the applause to be very, very loud.
Aides of Mr. President that are here, World Bank Country Director, institutions, commissioners, and representatives of local governments. Coordinating Minister of Health, because health is a responsibility. So how better is a responsibility? So how better than to have a compact, which generate an irreducible, with the abode belief need to that level of governance. Need to that level of governance are identified. Need to that level of governance are identified, and the 3 tiers are identified, and the 3 tiers of government as chief executive of and the 3 tiers of government as chief executive of primary healthcare development, as chief executive of primary healthcare development, what he proposed then as was adopted was that each primary health who did not receive as much ovation. Recognize that what has been achieved is recognizing that we have underinvested in almost every sector of our national life. Simply, the governor said in his first term in office, which is between 29, is that all of us should articulate what can we do we believe we can do with more investment. We are not where we want to be. It was maybe the European average, I think, is about 29%. The European average, I think, is about 29%. 29% revenue to GDP. When we can coordinating minister to GDP, when we can coordinating minister of the economy to lead us to at least 18% by 20, at least 18% by 20 among others, with all the tax reforms in place, digitization, peculiar challenge that we aim for a $1 trillion economy, and that means we want a healthy population to support that drive. In all sectors, backing it because of the efforts of the two coordinating ministers, which is unique to our government. We are seeing a line of sight. And I also need to ensure that those resources lead to better outcomes. And that level is almost an absolute irreducible minimum, and we are where he appreciated what has been want to hear is that we are staying the course of those reforms. Together with the local government, so that more outcomes can be achieved by doing that. We have the support of the World Bank, because as my governance program, which is supporting effective outcomes as well as effective outcomes as well as the $500 million, Professor Patrick and his team, and he did congratulate Professor Patrick and his team, and he did congratulate in our country, because Mr. President was very ingenious, in the job, and we can be sure that more resources will be generated in the coming years, which we are developing now. And last but not is to tell all local governments to form a local government plan. To be aggregated a local government plan. To be aggregated at state levels to form the state plan as well.
That says it all. Giving us an insight into governance, international development. As we grow into it, we will advance into equity, into health that will meet the needs and aspirations. I add that I am proud of you, sir. Please welcome with me the Minister of Finance.
Thank you very much and good afternoon. Thank you very much and good afternoon. Thank you, Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. My friend, the Honorable Minister of Budget and Economy. The SSA to Mr. President's here present, and indeed, development partners as His Excellency, Senator Bagudu has said, the whole appointment by His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I serve the Southwest. Distinguished participants, this joint annual review. And let me join others, so many others, starting capable, energetic, and world-renowned Honorable Minister of Health and Community over the last 2.5 years in particular, and pillars, they've comfortably, easily, and their new sectors that mean so much to Nigerians. It has been mentioned already. The fact that we have not yet, we're not yet, as was said earlier, that we mobilize our own domestic has preceded. We're in a world of bilateral relationships, but the world internationally still in this important sector, because of Professor Mohammed Ati. But 24 to 200 and 24 to 209, from 131 to 200 health is well over 5%. But it's important to answer that that's over 5%. But it's important to answer that that's the appropriation. And of course, that despite helping people in them to help to grow and of course, I thank all of us who are
fighting.
incredible vision he has laid down, but how it's translated. The incredible vision he has laid down, but how it's translated. And I want to most sincerely, on behalf of all of us in the health sector, sincerely on behalf of all of us in the health sector, federal ministry, and my colleagues, even the states, in our shared responsibility. And my colleagues, even the states, in our shared responsibility. The all hands, one mission theme emphasizes our hands, one mission theme emphasizes our unity of the aspiration that we have demands the whole of government, whole of society. The aspiration that we have demands the whole of government, whole of society approach. One that harnesses the sentiment to that unity of purpose. One that harnesses the sentiment to that unity of purpose that has been manifested. And bring that story of our progress in a measurable way. It also challenges us to hold ourselves performance on key indicators. That we had agreed, and feature the signing of an updated compact. With an addendum. We ask that we all listen carefully to this good news that will be broken down into 84% of our key performance indicators. 84% of our key performance indicators. That is 37 out of 41. And 35 states. That is 37 out of 41. And 35 states. FCT have their annual operational plans. That are fully aligned with the health sector's strategic blueprint and the priorities. So we've exceeded that target tremendously. And this is the historical resolutions. This results show more coordinated, more coherent systems driven by the need to achieve results. On service coverage, the percentage of deliveries attended by skill builder in both years. So we've seen a bump in terms of half of women of reproductive health age were using modern contraception because maternal death is not distributed equally across all local government. Using good data, we identified those programs to work evidence-based policies and programming. Also have a citizens' perception, which in a way, I'm sure they will just be more uncomfortable when they hear what Nigerians are saying about the health sector that he is leading. And other indicators that are linked or related to patient satisfaction and user experience score, given the tremendous challenges that we know exist. Despite this, plans I know exist. Despite this, plans I know for medical relief program and other important processes that we have put in place to reduce the National Assembly members who are here, the Senate and House of Representatives, because they have this steady the primary healthcare system itself, which remains the bedrock of our journey to on external assistance, focusing on our sovereignty and building resilience, but state governments to invest in health, in education, in water, in in water in Central. I believe that if state governments and local governments who are with us now, for sugar-sweetened beverages, it also means expanding and deepening the work and investments, in the health workforce. This is within the budget that was available to those facilities, by removing the barrier in a way that meets the needs of the health workers in a responsible way. Our call to all Nigerian health workers is to
The Minister, Professor Mohammed Ali Bate, giving a scorecard of the health sector. Professor Oladipo, who is
address of the Chairman of the Nigerian Governors Forum, His Excellency Abdurrahman Abrazak. Last gathering set a strong tone of collaboration and mutual accountability. Federalism looks like in practice. Already the health sector strategic blueprint in practice. We are also encouraged as becoming more aligned, data-driven and results system to light and could not be more fit. It captures the very essence of what this joint data and results. It means transparency in how funds are used. Evidence is spirit of shared accountability. Our scorecards and peer review platforms enable us to track state progress on governance, financing, service delivery, and data use. Used to provide the evidence base that helps governments make better decisions and reinforce reduction innovation initiative. It is bringing field today. Let us remember that every conversation here must translate. And the health worker who feels valued because system now respond to their needs. This joins to life through accountability. Coordination and investment in the people who make
Thank you very much, Prof. Speaking on how the benefits of Nigerians. And that's what we're going to witness in the next couple of minutes while I invite he would lead on the signatories to this side of the whole. Addendum to include representatives of Algon, very important. The honorable ministers will take their seats. I'd like also to include that are partners who are going to be with NCDC, that are partners who are going to be with NCDC, Executive Director, National Primary Healthcare Development Agency, National Primary Healthcare Development Agency, the SCO, WHO, Chairman of the Reform Coalition, the signing on behalf of Nigerian Voice. Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, as well as the Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Work. Let's welcome. That will accelerate healthcare outcome, while we're basking in these developed options to direct full team.
charge my phone. Okay. Where can I charge it?
The music the director for HSS, how photographer is charging.